Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Look, there were times that ministries, chief directors, where we are cast. It took drivers to expose them. You know, all of these people with this commitment. Yeah, that one must say. So when you be a betray you in could be. When you be sure, no one answer will be any what to be. I'm will be so be. I'm an insakona. What your salary now decide to say? Many a year on your Jumay. Mimpe bibi manon fanton su kura na wo boa kuro. You know, so one more year bia and a bimo you frɛ a year on tea and can and a nina say about fair a union could be. Ah, yet that will be biase. Said they didn't just work for the NDC, they worked to preserve and to save this country from a bunch of politicians in our generation whose ambition and objective was to, rid this nation of its credibility, rid this nation of its pride, rid this nation of its resources. As for the resources, one more we are saving. But my problem is, said yeah, almost special prosecutor said yes, share na see, basically ne, unjeli upia, me Mustapha, minim say NPP minister say Leạks. Na assembly the accordant special prosecutor everything in there in Tihonka bi and wa kwache krofo adentin na all the 78 charges beto ken of Furiata say be wi na me maba akokora o 78 charges one case you be wi that case no now about one retirement o adia Ghana for so nya ho abutre wo mo pesi ewie adia we na say we na wo mo wi ska ya de ken of Furiata ba Tika bebre NPP mpanyifo na wia no ebebuebuya no wo hwe PDS a ka ho bi so wo hwe ajapa gold eyi a omuye ya o ka ho bi gold for oil a ehu sika wia bebrebe o ka ho bi SML die o ka ho bi enti kefe ono ne ye kia ye betimi bi ebue e di atete amanfo a omo di Ghana bole na wono tata wa ho kaka odi kanofurata beba no emi ho wuti retwe nyina se wodi kanofurata beba yanya ho nkrase bi se wo be ye ho adwuma se MPP na do ba ye na wo mo anu nya problem wo kra beka se wo mpese omuku mo anya wanku na ba anfofo aba na wo sa kura sa tumi no a na kwɔkye nkrɔfo no a wo nuna mafitire na wo tondom eno no ye de titiri kro. That is my only frustration, sir. You have the hope, sir. And can special prosecutor or no independent body. No very neutral. Because I mean so on your NDC, no on your NPP. Sir Mustapha Korea's card, Sir Kwame Korea's card, not Ghana for who say there is some amount of, uproar against corruption. Na Kefe, Yajumanua. Na ukra will see you. That is my only frustration.
When would you special prosecutor Moody Mudema Mimisa say the big question you see now what you Ekukra Yabahon Koma Yebisa. Two divergent views and the suggestions be say a bear crank office of the special prosecutor no client scrapping off. A being so that says Sebi Ponqua but the man who ran it on board them. And the special prosecutor and the Juman senior, Yaman people from Rana office in the end because of the fight against corruption. The said the NDC office in the war. Would you know?
Now, special prosecutor, Jubano, says I don't know there. I asked what you by Fodiane. Who feel a William? One feel a William. Near woman say, you know, energy say. And you have been a present mamma, baby, you will be for and I be you before. So, got sick MPP near. Yes, you open your markings more. And NDC for. No, I'm not going to say Mutia. Near NDC for near Chinkrofo, and near Chinkrofo on a base. Yet a neutral person, I'll be to me as a man, not Ghana food in other who's and yet I say now, will be the politics as you say. So for me, I'm a very happy man, sir. Sekisia Jabi Kas or Tim Sisia, President Muhammad and Kase, Manchi Mustapha because of Kudibone. What I say? He is neutral. And a two. Oba Yabedu ye, and their conversation in your NDC will be Penibi obstruct Kisia Jabi from doing his work. Abaimu Penibi and prevent you from doing your work. Oman Penia, this one can stand in a nuto, say you with Juma. Now one is one ya, and not yet, and you'll be at them. Now, so one is one young swat. Come a baby, the man special prosecutor in the last 8 years. This is our young contact. So we will not reduce the conversation to say we'll be a Juma, now we'll be up and ready. There be. Special prosecutor as an institution has come to stay. I believe so. And I don't think that President Mahama will scrap it. I don't know his position. But me, the MFC is there. Special prosecutor as an organization because I don't work. I'm a neutral person who will be able to fight corruption. So he should tell Ghanaians what his challenge is. A human won't be or resigning one because Ghanaians have no patience for any excuse to arrest persons who we believe have stolen money from the people of Ghana. Meaning to me, Kochum this year, a Pedro Martin Bakoya press conference, and a Mustapha, Deputy General Secretary, and a President Mahama Aman Yechi, Hawomo. Kisia Jabi must arrest them. Can Oforeta be brought, and he has to be up and doing to bring, if I were him, I would have saved myself in Kpandai NPP for bear 40. Because evidence raw. The cases are there. What are you waiting for? And one will be a do attempt and will be a casa de ope. NPP 40 Parliament. No more same way. I mean, all the people in Parliament who were talking about it. One more twice here near my second. You be able to swear, meaning a Ghana for beef. Meaning special prosecutor unim. So go and do your work. So on keeping Yanswa. Say on resign said my time of the year, no. Near a couple will be a bit me age man Ghana for one moment. Now you think I hear Nana do I say ham or Viano. You bet me a jippy. And near my woman say no. Sika Omjama and for 4 Oman Yawajuma. Near bet me a Jessica. Because we must take the money back. We must recover the stolen goods. We can't let it go. Ghanaians have no patience for it. There is no excuse.
Mustapha, said you will tout the credentials of Kisia Jabi. I'm tempted to believe so when the Muji say, Yamo Jamono, or ya branch and one yako credianka, obey to me a ye. Now, one, obey a special prosecutor in the input. And your significant impact to be on the fight against corruption. And number 2, if Noah interference be and now be and into me man and give you the expected output nana.
Me dunyame. NDC need and interfere in Kisia Jabi's work. And now President Mahama is looking forward for oral to succeed. And now I haven't confirmed, but when I look at the indices of allocation, I am say Finance Minister to force and cry allocated more to Kisia Jabi office more than even President Akufo-Addo said. So what is the excuse?
Samum.
What is the excuse? Now the civil servants almost complain the BIA with that logistics, but we cannot. There is no excuse. Kisia Jabi has absolutely no excuse. And Tokoya on the Martin Queen said, Obiantino. People want to see him work and work well because there's work to be done. People want to see, say, Kisia Jabi is on his feet. What did you Ghana for chair? Almost Supreme. SML, I don't think that is in the interest of this country. Somebody has stolen money. Now, all day, 78 charges. Instantly, you are telling Obi our own law, say, you want to frustrate the case. Charges me no and army and son. And then the cocoa within 1 month, no Obi who may be out there. Ghanaians want to see people go to jail, and that must happen. with the 78 charges. Charge about Kumpukran, the Benny baby, near by 78. Nakanoporia Tatia Bruchino Chan Trotra Brofono said, NDC are buying a tata no keke. On one Nibonibia, bring him to come and face the law. NPP for say we should charge him in absentia. When you charge the man in absentia, he has escaped the procedure of being arrested, charged and bailed and taken to court. Of Afan Wedi. Until Ujeli the crowd, no Amagana have been when the man is sitting there and applying to be a permanent citizen in America. So what I say? Sir, Trump would remember Ghana has saying, what prevents us from bringing Kenofuriata? Is the United States of America giving loans to Ghana and allow appointees to steal the money and then have a safe haven in America without coming to account? Is that what America wants to do? Ghanaians are expecting a special prosecutor will do his work. No NDC person is against him. NDC Nibia and Penejuma. President Mahama wants to see corruption being dealt with and dealt with well. That is the expectation of this country. Now, he must account for all the monies that have been allocated to him all the years. It will not be free for all. People must be responsible for the work they do. It's simple.
The better son of Pena, where the answer no becono. And the one catano, Pinoa diaba. Krata, and Rasibejum, Speaker, Ejina woman, Mudia Kwakoma, the Electoral Commission Chairperson, Mamiji Mensa. Say 1 year, now one more on the Juma for in Aman, yes, say. Officially, or more the two when you say, Kpandai constituency, Akonyano, Ada one pine. By virtue of ruling, no High Court, or the buyer. For election irregularities bia ama yaje aba ya to ya nenken kan wo hotumu a enye akoba ne say no nipa bi hwe say despite say the NPP candidate dia court no there's likely to be a rerun in the event where omapi na wo mokoye no antentam a certain tam dia bia na the decision by the parliament will be reversed. Nimienu nyina na as a party, have you been informed and anamoa mutu?
We abe alatafo nko antokwa. Kpandai sisito. Matthew menua. MPP candidate no. And I say ye candidate no so menua. Omienu nyina ya konkobafo. Na mistake bi and MPP for a koya ya sabatun because that is not their seat. 2. And now we are almost quarter we are card nothing. Court to go away. Yes, I mean I think it's a remedy that we must all respect. March to the guarantee interview, so no election you will be fair with it. So we have accepted the challenge. Say the other na we are there. Yanum Kafa and the DTI. On one election by win, and we will not accept defeat. See, when there no arrangement ba na mpenyi 4 to 2 omo transit to Tunkunya. Omo ma yakwanya ebebewuram. We would win that seat if we go. We are going to win that seat. We would activate every measure to win it. Whatever it takes for us to win it. Legally, we will do that. And on one kind, what better say, the election now be winner. Oma for appeal. Oma for Supreme Court. Matthew is in Kpandai campaigning. I'm telling you. And why initial why now is going to kind of activate some reaction from the ground. Say, you should stop that.
Nipo Supreme Court.
Election in Kpandai. President Mahama doesn't decide election.
Mustapha Nipa Oko appeals court in the Supreme Court in our campaign.
Matthew is in Kpandai as I'm speaking to you. He's campaigning. So even before, only I don't know, you're quite election there. Obe losing to all. Last week, we were activating the youth and we now quarantine and we are the same family. So you will be and yes, as Antony Binis from Nina, in the Concoma for. Kpandai is a predominant constituency for few Gunjas, Nauris, Basaris, Concombers, and then you have other settler tribes or more. You are the same. You will be but you cannot will be a cogitic representative. Someone they know what, someone they in Iowa, if you feel back, you bet two that they even say, Yenny a while by him. I didn't put in human echo. Now, I'm about by 8 years as MP went to me on your way. Now, Yenny a while by more, Yebe Bois, was the young Fatherman. Now, Father Benabassa. Of what use? More parliament if you have numbers in North. Numbers here, find you. This is the Hunka and one more minority crano. Bebrenua, Tisha Benkers or back year. About 20 of the minority MPs should be almost closer to jail by now for roles they have played as ministers and heads of agencies. About 20 of them. All of them should have been under prosecution by now. Now, so there's no use of the minority in parliament. Numbers be near the attacking government. We have absolute majority. And that is not a boost. That is to say that the government has the support of the Ghanaian people. So we'll go to Kpandai and we'll sit with the people. We discuss it. We are just waiting for a signal from our leadership. We'll invade the place and take full control and win the election and come back safe. Nothing is stopping us from winning that.
Now, Mustapha, you army DJ na one word me to say, Matthew has already started campaigning gidi kra. We are start to have a more chance signal from leaders. Send them over corner. Why you lalu and then again see it be more parliament inka munya we minority for omo honya momobo
na year 2020 year Reverend Kusi ana abato na yato no ayi 70 abato aba if yankan 9 na be declare ana Dr. Mahmoud ba mi abe wini ana afei abimaka so mbe ayi gidi na Nina and settings. Nan your settings, a white a year, a judge a funo. A Paula Dumotre, a China resource, it will shock Ghanaians. In settings. They am fire non cassa, the age man. Near party no penny for near the NPP, and now you are me call my ye. Just a no on wire mob boss set. Omo MP a wua, ye corner ye. Just an anado. Nanado tributor or throw book no condolence book no and no more print here there nanado system say oh enti nanado o former MP we say penasem kra untimi oil this year untimi throw tribute no mo fangu no book no NPP penifo from Baumia omunyina ankobi party no mo kwana Baumia yere. So that's how NPP is. But we don't do that. We have a way we work. You need to pay for what Francis Kasa. No muja, Emma, you quiet say young qua. I want to grown over from. We will go and we will win the seat. You see, you're trying, National Chairman, General Secretary, President. Omo Ebia, Naya, Nature. Omo, my and quite we quiet see a young qua. So better. We are going to work. It's about work. If you don't understand the game, you don't understand the game. If you understand the game, you understand the game. Of what use will it be for Matthew Nyindam to return to Parliament? Of what use has he been? He's my own brother. The guy who is contesting Salah. He is also our brother. Of what use is Matthew when his party is in opposition? Sir, so who share a Juma Mienua? Okon Salawa, Obetimia, Pebiama. The Matthew cannot because he is in opposition. And over by a bad faith in it, they have not been able to do anything. Of what use will it be, sir? Would you vote? Ekwakoma will be a one to me. So the conversation is different on the ground. So fronty and no banker and no about the transfer. Or no better me a winning. Now so in form the game is not the same. He knows, sir, a form is not supporting what he has done. Because the people voted and you use some means, a very, insincere criminal electoral officer, and Amudia Dani Adiano. You want to steal the verdict of the people. And Akonya Abasi and Sankoya election. We will go, they say, I change me and pay for my account now. Say to Kumha.
Who's a better channel pay?
Yamisha million.
Dedi kama mamena Pendream TV ase. Na so far so good. Se open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, Pendream TV.